Hi everyone, this is Dr. Ikman Chaudhary and you're watching Everyday Health SL. My today's topic is diabetic neuropathy or we call peripheral neuropathy. So in today's video, I'll be talking about diabetic neuropathy, types of diabetic neuropathy, what are the causes, risk factors, sign or symptoms of diabetic neuropathy, what are the diagnostic criteria, required tests, management, prevention, best effective homeopathy medicine. So I requested to watch complete video. For complete information, if you're watching first time, please like, share and subscribe my channel for further notification. Start with definition, diabetic neuropathy. So diabetes, and this is seen yes in type 1 diabetes as well as type 2 diabetes, and this is very common nowadays, and it is very common. There are different causes for neuropathy. Neuropathy means nerve damage, but yes, one of the commonest one is due to diabetes. If you have high blood sugar level, hyperglycemia for a longer time, so you may develop diabetic neuropathy. So what are the types of diabetic neuropathy? There are different types. The commonest one is peripheral neuropathy. Periphery means outside of your spine. So periphery affect your feet usually and your hands. So this is the peripheral, and we will discuss detail in symptom part. Autonomous neuropathy. Autonomous, that is like involuntary control of your system. So that includes your urinary bladder symptom if you have. So this is a bladder control that affects your bladder, affect your cardiovascular system, affect your sweat glands, even affect your sexual health. So these are autonomous one. These are rare, but yes, this is seen. Autonomous diabetic neuropathy. And the last one is proximal neuropathy. Proximal, again very rare, but yes seen. Proximal, that affect your hip region, or we must say your hip area, your thigh, your hip joint, supply to these part. So now damages. Now what are the risk factors and what are the causes? Cause is clear: constant high blood sugar, hyperglycemia. And the risk factors, if you are overweight, again you are at the risk. Being old, yes, again puts you on the higher risk. Like smoking, drinking, again puts you on higher risk of developing diabetic neuropathy. So these are causes and risk factors. The sign or symptom depends what type of diabetic neuropathy you have. If you have peripheral neuropathy that has even outside of your spine, the nerves are affected. So you have your problem in your feet. You have like there can be, obviously this is a nerve problem and damage in your nerve. So you have nerve related symptom. You may have nerve weakness, you may have numbness in your feet, abnormal sensation, that untouched sensation, dysesthesia, paresthesia. These are like pricking, needle pricking sensation. So you have, yes, and there is a complete loss of sensation, numbness you may have. So different symptom can be there. In autonomous diabetic neuropathy, obviously that affect your system, that affect your GI tract. So you may have nausea, vomiting, gastric problem, reflux, hyperacidity. These symptoms can be there. If you have a poor control in your bladder, so you may have involuntary urination, frequent UTIs you have. And with your cardiovascular system, you may have low blood pressure and irregular heartbeat. With your sexual health, in male, if you talk about, you may have ED problem, erectile dysfunctions, you have retrograde ejaculation, and there is no orgasm. You may have these kind of symptoms due to diabetes autonomous neuropathy. In proximal, it is very rare, but if you have the proximal diabetic neuropathy, you may have your nerve problems surrounding your hip region, thigh. Again, abnormal sensation, there can be loss of sensation, pricking. You must go. Diagnostic criteria is taking your complete case, recording all your symptoms, taking your complete medical past history, and collecting all your symptoms. You go to your doctor and there can be physical examination. Your reflexes are checked, and with tools, your pricking sensation checked. Your like these are the required one. You have nerve conduction study, so your nerve functions are checked, and there is again one more test which is again a required one, EMG, that is electromyography. Your nerve and muscles have autonomous one that affects your different system. So ultrasound can be done to access your gastric symptom. So there can be different the criteria is what symptom you have. Management and prevention, this can be easily manageable. You just have control on your sugar level, be physically active, have a watch on your diet, avoid again alcohol and smoking, and just control your weight. Lifestyle and healthy weight. Now what are the complications? You may develop complication if you let this problem untreated. There can be diabetic foot ulcer, there can be inflammation, infection, even there can be amputation, means there is a serious damage, so then in that case it can be amputation. What are the treatment parts? Let's talk about the homeopathy. There are different homeopathy medicine for the different individual. We focus on the individual approach. What is your case? Suppose you are having neuropathy due to vitamin B12 deficiency, so supplementation is there, huh? You are given supplements. So we always look for the underlying cause, huh? If you have diabetic neuropathy, so you just have to control on your blood sugar level, and there are a couple of medicine I'm discussing one by one, and you are not supposed to buy all the medicine, not required, not at all, huh? Just go with your symptom, what symptom you have, and you can use accordingly. Platina med. Platina is in treating diabetic neuropathy, or we say peripheral neuropathy. When you have cramps or you have spasms, suppose you have calf cramps, so in these kind of cases, all metals in homeopathy works in cramp cases. If you have cramps, so this is a clinical quantity. You can go with the smaller one, and this has the dropper, so just take with the help of dropper 1 or 2 drops 1 or 2 times, and use it regular, 2-3 weeks till the time you start seeing improvement. You might have different color, it depends on the company you have. Phosphorus is again a very good remedy in neuropathy, nerve damage cases. Phosphorus has electric shock like pain, neuropathy, and phosphorus works amazing when you have no pain. There can be shooting pain, there can be burning, so in these kind of cases you use phosphorus. And phosphorus has the feeling of like can be the spinal inflammation, there is a spine inflammation, so in these kind of cases use phosphorus. Same way, this has a different color, different company, so use same way 1 or 2 drops 1 or 2 times before having your meal. Chamomilla is known in homeopathy as a pain remedy. Severe pain you have agony, there is a severe intense pain you have, and with that there's a irritability due to pain, so in these kind of cases use chamomilla. Same 1 or 2 drops 1 or 2 times. Aconite is given in, again, now pain, neuropathy, we must say aconite treats you have feeling of coldness is there, and you have even anxiety, restlessness is there. So in these kind of cases you have paresthesia, pricking, needle pricking sensation you have, so aconite is the choice of remedy. Belladonna is again acute remedy in homeopathy, and belladonna has violent pain, intense, violent and sudden. If you have sudden onset, pain goes and comes suddenly, these are the keynote of belladonna. So in these kind of cases you can use belladonna. If there is an inflammation, redness is there, if these are the symptoms, you can go with Phos. Calcarea Phos we usually prescribe in kids where they are very weak, loss of appetite, there is a muscle pain, bone pain, joint pain, and they have loss of appetite. So in these kind of cases we prescribe Calcarea Phos. Same way 1 or 2 drops 1 or 2 times. Medicine Hypericum is there, Kali Phos is there, Zincum Metallicum, one patent remedy from Dr. Ecklich German Homeopathy R70. This has different combinations. Conite, Calmia, Cedron. This is known as the neuralgia drop in homeopathy, no pain, neuralgia. And this has different medicines. So you can even start with this remedy. This is in the liquid form. So just have 5, 10, 15 drops in some water, mix and use it 1 or 2 times before having your meal. On YouTube, you may find all medicines link below in description box. You can buy from there and you can start accordingly, but don't buy all the medicine. If you're interested in individual audio or video consultation, you can drop your message on below WhatsApp number. So I hope this video can give you some amount of help. If you find this video knowledgeable, informative, please like, share and subscribe my channel for further notification. Thank you for your time. Thank you for watching. Keep supporting. Thank you so much. Thank you.